All right, we're live.
Woo woo!
So anybody who joins, how you doing today?
Yeah.
I got a special guest with me today. This is Patrick.
Hello, everyone. I'll do the wave again.
And we are going to, three people watching. That's three people just came in.
There you go.
Waiting. Okay, we're going to do a fresh crack.
Yeah.
I have a pallet opener here.
Yeah. So I brought a 14-year tin cup, second release. I got it. I want to say I got it last year, down in Sarasota, Florida. Was traveling down for work and met up with some friends and hit a liquor store nearby. I had a bunch of store picks. I really just remember the store because it was a really good one. But they had this for like $60, and I know it's probably worth more than that, but for a 14-year product, really couldn't beat the price. And more importantly, it's also an 84 proof bottle. So what we're going to do is give us the good old fashioned fresh crack pop, and hopefully we get some good sound out of it. No, it's not bad. Not bad. After you, Todd. Help yourself. Right. I passed kindergarten. I know how to share.
This is going to be our pallet opener, and then we're going to do a blind. I've got a blind set up. It's the Patrick doesn't know blind because
I don't know anything.
He doesn't know a theme. He doesn't know what bottles. He doesn't know anything about it. Just that he has three glasses in front of him.
Make that four.
Well, you know what this one is.
That's true. That's true. But it's at least another one, a bottle in front of me. Not bad.
So how's everyone doing out there tonight? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
What was the hi Renee. I was gonna say I think we cracked open the 10-year a number of months ago. But the last OBBC, Ohio Bourbon Barrel Club meeting that we had, I brought out a IW Harper 15 and $100 bottle. Great sipper, very low proof. I want to say it was 80 or maybe 84.
It was
pretty low, but it did get 5th out of 10. So right in the middle of the pack for our blind of an AARP that Paul did. So pretty good stuff. So I figured I'd kind of go with the theme of an older fresh crack for today. So thanks for the invite.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah,
it's not bad. A little more proof. I always wish these tin cups had a little more proof to them.
I agree, but very flavorful, not overpowering on the oak. I get like a little floral, very subtle floral, not like a Four Roses floral, but like just enough to say it's there.
Yeah,
pretty good, pretty tasty.
Yeah, a little touch. You're right. There's a little bit of floral to it, a little bit of sweetness.
Yep,
on the front of the palate.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
No, yeah, pretty good stuff.
So, anyone watching wondering where Devin is, he's not here. I brought in Patrick because Devin left today to head down to Kentucky.
I actually replaced him. Let's be honest. I replaced him.
My wife and I are leaving in the morning. We're heading down there as well. We're meeting up with him tomorrow evening. And then Friday, we're going to finish the drive. We're heading down to Jack Daniels for the weekend. So he left a day early. So I brought Patrick in to be the co-host tonight.
Yep. Neighbor, 15 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Figured I'd help out the channel. Plus, shameless plug. Got to buy the merch. Really comfy shirts. I know it's a reason why I drink is the Cleveland Browns, so I went with orange. So yeah, gotta at least do the plug.
The Browns aren't the reason I drink; they're the reason I drink heavily.
Yeah, yes, that's true. That's true. Very true. We are not okay right now.
No.
I actually did 2 bottle kills on
Sunday. It wasn't worth watching.
I finished with 4 Roses, OBSO.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite. I think I have three bottles of it. So you have a lot of those. It's my personal favorite of the 10. I do have 5 bottles of the 10 recipes, so definitely want to collect the rest. But this one that I had was a 9-year and 7-month product that was actually picked by the state of South Carolina.
Okay.
So a little traveling to get that one, but awesome bottle. And then the other one that I did a kill of was, oh man, a bottle of rum. I opened up a bottle of rum when I went to South Carolina a couple weeks ago, or I should say about a month ago now, and had a great time with that one. 108 proof. I know Todd's been to the store, Liquor City, on Court. It's one of my favorite stores, right across the border in Kentucky. So went there. It was 108 proof, single barrel. I think I got it for $35, 8-year product. Really good. So
all right,
kill both of those. It was well earned.
So when you're done with that, like I said, I do have a blind set up. It's the Patrick Doesn't Know blind because I didn't tell him a theme or bottles or anything like that. I just said I'm going to put some glasses in front of you. You're going to try them, and you're going to see which one you like best, and then we're going to reveal at the end what they were.
Yep. And the only thing I was told it is bourbon.
Maybe
whiskey. Who knows?
Yeah, it's whiskey. It's
one of the two.
They're all some type of whiskey.
Yeah. So there you go. Awesome.
So let's get into this.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of surprise we got for you.
We got nose across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. I will keep quiet so I don't influence you.
No, you can talk.
Anybody out there? What are you sipping on?
Yeah.
Tell us what you're drinking tonight, or plan to drink if it's a little too early for you.
Yeah.
I guess depending where in the country you are.
That's true.
It could be like 10 o'clock in the morning somewhere. I don't know. No, 2 o'clock, right? 2 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
Pacific time's 3 hours behind. So yeah, not too far, but
3 o'clock's drinking time.
Yeah. I think they made a song called 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
If I could,
I like to be early, so 3 o'clock for me.
Yeah, exactly. When we were in college, we always said was it beer o'clock or beer 30?
Yeah.
Which one is it? The only two times we cared about.
So what are you thinking, Patrick?
I'm gonna go back down the line. I feel like initial pass was not. The last one to me, it's more a little thin. I think nose wise, I would probably say BAC.
Okay.
So we'll see how things go. Got to mix them up a little bit. Give them a little swirl. First taste.
Mm-hmm. Well, Patrick does that. I'll talk just a little bit. As I mentioned, Devin's already on his way down to Kentucky. I'm leaving in the morning. My wife and I, we're driving down. We'll be driving through Kentucky. We're staying in the Bardstown area tomorrow night. And then Friday morning, we'll get up and we're going to head to Jack Daniels. And we're going to spend the weekend down there. It's the annual World Barbecue Championship down at Jack. It's a ton of fun. You got a fan there, Patrick.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's one of my neighbors from where my parents live.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
hi, Josh.
It's the World Barbecue Championship, so we're going down there for that. We're going to hang out at Jack and enjoy the barbecue and the music and
very jealous.
Have a good time.
Yeah, very jealous. There's actually exciting news in our bourbon group. Somebody just got into the Squire Club or Squire membership.
Yep.
Paul
just got made a Squire.
So I think what Jason's in there.
Jason, Devin, Paul, Brian,
you, me,
and
you,
Renee
and
I,
Renee.
of course.
So that's like 7 of like the 10 or 12 of us in
12
there.
of us, yeah.
So that's pretty good. So we're excited to be members of that, as well as like I know we're members of like Mellow Moments.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I think a number of us are also a part of like Maker's Mark
Ambassador program.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Are there?
I'm part of the new riff,
New
first
riff.
tier.
Yep.
The first tier club.
I am not that high up. I've been on one of the picks with you. My first pick or second pick with you. But
cheers, David. Antique 107 is a fantastic pour. I think it's a great daily sipper, but people outside of Ohio have such a hard time getting it. So I know you're in Ohio, so I understand why you can get it.
Well, I'll say, David, I'm in Ohio as well, clearly, but I have trouble finding it. I have trouble waking up to hunt for that one.
He doesn't have trouble. He's lazy.
I feel like
let's get it right. He's just lazy.
I feel like it's the new Blanton's. Like everyone's going to hunt for that particular bottle. So I've kind of just got one on the backup, and hopefully I don't have to go hunt for it anytime soon.
Eric's drinking a Remus single barrel pick.
Ooh,
very nice. So MGP.
Oh, very good.
Right,
very
that's a MGP brand. Right?
Yeah, MGP. We were actually talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, Jason was asking for MGP brands.
Yep, I think that's one of the best ones. I don't know, Eric. Have you had a chance to try the Gatsby? That's I think a little overpriced. I know it's like $250. Then Ohio, it's $275. So I actually bought that bottle for hitting President's Club last year for work. That was like my celebratory thing.
I have the repeal, but I know I just wouldn't spend the money on the Gatsby or the Babe Ruth.
No, it is a good product. I just don't think it's worth that much. If they knocked like $100 off, I think it'd be a little bit better for a 15-year.
Renee says she was the first in the Squires Club, and she's right. She was the first one. She got nominated by someone who actually works for Jack. She was the first one in. Yeah.
Well, Renee, for us to come clean, I did mention you and your husband did not.
I did too.
And
I said my wife.
And it's fair. But it also, we'll go back to the footage. But either way, the exciting thing is that Renee actually nominated me. So I'm glad that she reached out and said, would you like a nomination? I said, I'd love to. And I'm sure at some point we maybe get into it. But my drinking started actually with Jack and Makers, some of the staples of the whiskey and bourbon industry. So start out with those and Scotch. So I got into all three of those. And the funny thing is when I was drinking with my cousins and my uncle, or uncles, I should say, it's like, oh, you got to learn how to drink this. You're going to impress everybody when you go to the bar. I impressed 0 girls.
They don't care.
No, they don't care what I was drinking.
How much you know about whiskey?
No, not even just know about it, just drinking it neat, at a relatively young age. And it was the people that were 60 plus, those drinking Scotch on the rocks or Scotch neat, Jack on rocks or Jack's neat with no Coke. And I was like, this is great. I'm going to impress everybody. Impress nobody. Just like a 70-year-old down at the bar as a young guy in my early 20s.
So what are you thinking? Have you tried any of them yet?
I tried one so far, or tried A, I should say. It was pretty good. I'm going to actually go back to tell some notes. I was about to try number 2, or B. I get a little sweet corn, a little smoke, like an oaky smoke at the end. And kind of that smoke just lingers a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I get a little smoke.
So anybody just joining us, I have a complete blind for Patrick. He doesn't know what the bottles are. He doesn't know the theme. He's just got 3 whiskeys in front of him, and he's going to pick what he likes best.
Yeah.
I know what they are, so I'm not going to interject. I'm going to let him
However,
have his opinion.
The theme is Patrick doesn't know.
Patrick doesn't know. That's the thing. Don't
know.
tell Patrick.
Yeah, don't
tell Patrick. And if you're Gen Z, you might get that reference. If you don't, Google Scotty doesn't know.
Yes. Probably one of the best cameos of all time.
I mean, did I say Gen Z? Gen X.
Gen X, yeah.
Or an older millennial.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. From the early 90s.
Yeah. Because,
Scotty doesn't know.
That was that band member, the lead singer of that band in the movie was actually Matt Damon.
Yes.
It was. Not at first glance, nobody would recognize him.
No, head, tattoos,
so punked out.
Piercings all over.
I don't know if he has a choker with studs on it, but he's definitely got the braces, and he just pulls the one girl out and starts making out with her. Just Matt Damon, where did you come from?
Okay, well, he does that. I also want to say, so when we did our giveaway a few weeks ago, one of the winners has not responded yet. So I'm going to call it starting next week. And we're going to probably give away that package. It was one of the lower packages, and we'll probably give it away on a live stream. So probably 2 weeks from now, we'll have a live stream where we just give that away, because I can't wait forever somebody to just not respond.
Yeah. The other part about that too, I think it's very unique and exciting. Obviously, I think you might have seen me maybe behind the scenes. I try to plug the merch. I was handing out a bottle. We were doing some bottle kills in the background, but one of the cool things.
Cheers, Thomas.
Yeah, everything that we got to actually that was sampled or given away, we actually got to try that night.
Yeah.
So I can say that is a shame. Whoever is not responding, you're missing some fantastic pours.
Yep.
And more importantly, I've drank it, so I know what that is. So hopefully I get a chance then, because I was in that lottery. I didn't win it, but I'll get re-entered.
You have to be on the live stream and we give it away.
Oh, for sure. I haven't missed one yet.
Thomas says he's drinking Maker's Mark Cask Strength.
Great call. Great call.
He likes Makers a lot. I'm not a huge Makers fan because I don't particularly care for weeded that much, but he's a big Makers fan.
It's one of my first staples when I first started drinking. So kudos to Makers, and not to get political, but Maker's Mark in 2012 did a campaign called the Cocktail Party. They're like, we don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or what other parties are out there. But they were like, we are part of the cocktail party, and we just want you to make great cocktails.
Eric, you tried a sample of what at the Bourbon Festival? It was probably something we were talking about. I'm sorry, I missed that comment. You said you tried a sample at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and it was good, but not worth the price.
Oh, Thomas is from the state up north.
Yes, he is. He's drinking his Maker's Mark up
I love
that state up north.
Yeah, I love the pour, not so much the state. My brother lived up in Michigan for a number of years, so I've been there, and I think the potholes are probably the worst part of Michigan. Some would say the team. I would also say the potholes.
I've only been in Michigan, I think, twice, like ever. I just don't really head up that way.
Two times too many.
2 times too many. Well, we went for when my daughter played softball. She played travel softball. We went for one of the World Series championship tournaments.
Oh, nice.
They won a tournament here in Ohio, and the championship was in Michigan that year. So we went up there for the championship.
That's pretty cool. I met Ray Guy there. It was really cool. Former punter for the Raiders, and it was pretty cool. Well, haven't had a weeder in over 40 years. Never used to like them. Hey, your taste buds change roughly every 6 to 8 months. So
your taste buds can change day to day depending on what you ate. Sometimes
that's true. That's true. I mean, especially if you add some I know one of the things.
Cheers, Brian.
Yeah, one of the things that I love that always changes my palate is Brussels sprouts.
Really?
Oh, I don't know what it is, but it always changes the flavor of any kind of whiskey or bourbon that I drink.
Whenever I meet anything with like a tomato pasta sauce, like pizza or any kind of Italian, I always want to drink like a rye. Rye is always just a lot better when I seem to be eating something like that kind of tomato based sauce.
That's good. That's a good call. I know there's I know a lot of people probably hate this comment. It's very controversial, but certain pours I think taste a bit sweeter or maybe more entry proof, like a Willet, like a pot still. But when I right there, I can tell, yeah. But I know that's a bottle that's usually a little controversial, but I think it's a great dessert bottle. If you are like late night snacking on I don't know, some pretzels, and you have a little bit of that, it gets a little bit of that sweet, almost a little chocolatey taste, especially if the bottle's been open for a while. It really opens up to get a completely different palate. So if you add something salty with that, you get like a little salt and sweet. It's actually a pretty good combo.
What'd you think of number 2?
I like number two. So far, I think it might be
Remus Caspi. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he said he had a pour of. He said it wasn't worth the price. I agree. I agree. It's not worth what they charge for it.
No. Yeah. Not worth the price, but still a very good tasting bottle.
But not
that
$270
yeah,
or whatever.
You knock off $100 of that if it's that 150 to 180 market. I think it's a little more reasonable. But yeah. And actually, speaking of which, Eric, I think I owe you a sample from the Northeastern Ohio bourbon community for the bottle share when you came to visit me last December. Oh. I think I still have yet to give you that sample. Have you got your samples?
Of what?
Whenever we made like a mixed infinity
bottle. The infinity bottle? Yeah. I don't think so.
All right. I will bring those next time I see you. I'll bring those. But yeah, Eric, I know I owe you one. So I will make sure I get that to you at some point.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's pretty good. It was like 115 proof.
Oh, there's a lot of high proof. I mean, I poured like 3 things that were 125 plus in it.
Let me actually look it up real quick.
So
let me look it up. But yeah, go ahead. I like number 2 so far. I think that's my winner so far.
Did you try?
I haven't tried C yet. But I mean, I've only tried the 2 so far. But I'm gonna try to do a little timeout here.
So, like I said, we're just doing a blind. Patrick doesn't know the theme. He doesn't know what bottles it is. I just gave him 3 pours. They were set up when he came in. We're going to let him decide what he wants, and then we're going to reveal it at the end.
Yep. Super exciting. Well, to finish up this story, the Northeastern Ohio bourbon community with their 4th quarter bottle share I hosted last December as like a holiday party. And we had a total of 23 different bottles that were added. And the proof of those 23 came to 115. So pretty good for a mixture there. So it was pretty awesome. And some very, very good pours were involved in that process.
And like if you're just now joining, I had already mentioned, I'll just say it again. When we gave our giveaway a few weeks ago, someone never responded back. I kept trying to reach out to them. I never got any answer. So here in probably 2 weeks, we're going to do another. We're going to just give away that package again. It was one of the packages with Weller and the 5 samples, and we'll give it away on a live stream. So I'll set that up and announce it. I'll put out short ahead of time, things like that. So there'll be another opportunity for people to win.
Hopefully it's me, because it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. The guy's really trying to replace Devin.
Yeah.
So also I want to say we gave away on that live stream a Patreon. I wonder if we did a drawing for a Patreon, and we have 2 Patreon members. And that's right. That's a place to start. And it was a Jim Beam 20 year, and I sent that out. Well, that's going to be a monthly thing. We're going to do a monthly giveaway for paid Patreon members. And at the end of this month, we're going to do one, and I'm going to give away a sample of the Old Fitzgerald 7-year Stitzel Weller.
Incredible bottle.
Stitzel Weller distilled Old Fitz 7-year from 1970.
And if you haven't seen the YouTube short that Todd made of my filming, it is priceless, and there's a nice little sensory message, a little explicit message that goes directly out to me. So highly recommend viewing that to get those up.
This is the whiskey that came out of that decanter.
There, I'll take the decanter.
There you go. So
hey, we're still good. No spills. No spills.
So a Patreon member at the end of the month, a paid Patreon member will win a sample of this. The 7-year Old Fitzgerald Stitzel Weller distilled from 1970.
1970, and as like I said, someone who filmed the cracking open, the pushing of the cork. That's why obviously the lid just flew right off. The cork does not exist anymore.
The cork broke.
Yeah, the cork broke. And we just pushed it right in, but it is absolutely one of the best pours that we had that night.
It's fantastic. It's crazy.
It's only a 7-year product?
Minimum 7. So 7-year age state, it's a minimum 7.
So at least 7 years
7 years, but it was distilled. It would have been distilled back in
1963.
In the 60s. At minimum of 63.
Yeah, minimum 63. But the crazy part about this whole process, Todd and I were actually talking about this as we were getting ready to open this bottle, and just the way that the wood was used back then. A lot of them have tighter grains compared to a lot of the newer wood that's being made today. The rings are spread out more, more youthful trees.
Yeah, the trees are growing. They grow them up rapidly, cut them down sooner. Whereas back then, you're getting trees that were going to be 100 years old.
Yeah,
super tight.
Yeah, super tight rings. I think that really changes the flavor drastically.
Yeah, flavor and the viscosity.
Yep, and just because of I'm pretty sure that's what Old Fitz is Stitzel Weller back then.
Stitzel Weller. That's Stitzel Weller.
So that's Stitzel Weller. It's one of my favorite tours to go on because they talk more about the history of the bourbon compared to Stitzel Weller, because it's really not longer a thing under their flagship. It's under Buffalo Traces, but it's still a really, really cool bottle, really cool history to go on.
It was just a great pour. I find the older pours are just better.
Oh yeah,
they're just better. I don't know if it was just from the oak, or I think a lot of those bottles they aged longer. It may have been a minimum of 4, a minimum of 7, but that's not a 7-year whiskey. That's you look at the color of it, the viscosity.
So pull that bottle back up.
Absolutely,
that thing is
older than
so
7
dark.
years.
Yeah. And like I said, this is right here. This is a 14-year product. And they look pretty similar.
Yeah. In
my opinion. They're pretty dark. So minimum 7 years. I know
definitely older.
What's Jim Beam? Jim Beam does the Baker 7.
Yeah.
Most of those, if you really look at the labels, they're usually 8 or maybe 9 years.
Yeah.
I rarely see them at a 7-year or 7.5 year mark. They're always usually 8 or plus. And so the fact that it's a minimum age statement is a good starting ground,
Yep.
but more than likely you're going to get something.
Did you ever try this one?
I did. It's really good. A little thin on the end. Not think is as complex. I get like a little bit of like cascading caramel. If you're maybe a left Twix guy, who knows? Or maybe it covers if you're a right Twix guy. I don't know. But either way, like the caramel, I get a little more caramel on this one. I kind of like that. I'm a big caramel and like chocolate guy. Like usually I feel like toffee and caramel to me are like my predominant flavors that always pop.
Okay.
That's for at least my palate.
So go ahead through one more time and pick yourself a winner.
Okay. I think I have a preliminary one. I know from the nose I said B, then A, then C when it came to the nose. So yeah, let's go back around.
Okay.
Actually,
Just one more time.
Do the good old shirt sniff. Should add some water.
You have a handle of Evan Williams, 7-year, 90 proof from 2001.
Ooh.
You know what? I bet you, I'm sure you're absolutely right. All those old, dustier whiskeys I've had have been fantastic. There's a bar right across the river from Cincinnati in Newport called Revival.
Incredible place.
What they do is they go and they buy all these old unopened bottles from estate sales and stuff. People bring them in. And then they crack them and you like $5 for a pour, like for 1 ounce pour. So you can go there and you can have like all these Jim Beams from like the 70s and like I had early times from the 80s that was absolutely amazing, and it was just like the basic bottle that would have been $5 on the shelf back then.
Yeah,
and you're right, it's better than a lot of the $100 bottles you can get today.
The first time that I went there was actually meeting up. I think it was after. I don't know, was it after our barrel pick?
Oh, that's the first time you've been there? Yeah. We did a barrel pick down at New Riff. Yeah. And I stopped, me and my wife went up to Revival on the way home, and I called Patrick and told him, hey, come meet us up here.
I looked like Quasimodo. It was right before I went to back surgery.
Yeah. he was stumbling right.
I was at a 45-degree angle.
He was stumbling around Louisville walking like a zombie.
Yeah.
I told people they had to think he was like a homeless crack addict or something. He's just stumbling around Louisville down the streets.
I feel like I was like Igor.
Yeah.
Or Igor, as they say in Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go once more through rapid fire.
Yeah, but if you're in that Newport, Kentucky area, check out Revival and you can try some of those old dusties. Like I said, they have that lineup. It's like $5 a pour for some of their basic ones, like the Evan Williams or like some of the Jim Beam decanters and stuff. They also have for more expensive, like some old Pappy 15s and stuff, but you're paying more like $35 for the pour of those.
Yeah, another good place.
Cheers, Charles.
Cheers.
Have you tried that Jim Beam 20-year yet?
Well, I was gonna say, if you have another chance, there's a place called Neat.
That's in Louisville.
In Louisville, yep.
They do the same type of thing.
Yep, same type of thing. It's a bar, cocktail place. They have incredible pours. I actually have my parents are over in Europe right now, and I told them to be on the lookout for the Four Roses like international ball.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, it's probably like $60, but if you could find it, grab it.
They now have in the
I tried it at Neat. It was $5 a pour. It was delicious.
They now have in like the duty free shops a Jack Daniel's 100 proof single barrel.
Yep, they do.
That I haven't seen anywhere else. It's just there. So.
I had a chance to buy it, but of course, the guy that was 2 people in front of me checking out bought the last one. So I was like so close yet so far away. And I know they have like a slight variation. I don't know if
they have a bonded. They have a bonded
that's slightly different.
It's bottled in bond. It doesn't say bond. It says bottled in bond.
Yeah, it's something slightly different, but it's like only an international release.
Yeah.
So I might.
Charles says he's waiting to get a sample of Knob Creek 18 so he can blind that.
Ooh.
He had said he wanted to blind the 15, the 18, and the 20 year.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be really
Jim
cool.
Beam 20 years fan. Jim Beam 20 year is a really, really nice pour too. That was a really good one that night.
Now, Charles, have you tried the Knob Creek 12?
I'm sure he has.
Well, hey, maybe he's waiting. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Got to ask questions.
You're talking about 18 and 20 year, and you're bringing up a 12 year.
12 year. I think it's a very good, reasonable bottle for. It's like $70.
It's great for the price.
Yeah,
I like it for the price.
$70. I know it's a little low proof for maybe what some people would consider for someone of that age statement. It's still 100 proof. It's still really good. It's one of my favorites for the Knob Creek. 3 backups, my man. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
There you go. So did you come up with a winner yet?
I did. So I think like I said, I'll go back to the nose. So I think it went B, A, C, and then from a taste perspective, I think it went B, C, A. I think C,
BCA for the taste.
Yep. So this would be the
okay.
The ranking.
So why don't you flip over your card and reveal what your last place was?
Last place, Jack Bonded.
The
There
Jack
you go.
Bonded. Yep.
Fitting. We were just talking about it. So is that the Black Label one?
That's the Black Label one. Yes,
Yep.
the standard
All right.
Jack Bonded you can get pretty much anywhere.
Yep. There you go. I also tasted some corn on that one, so
okay,
makes a little sense.
Letter
C.
Your second
number
place?
2, second place was Hard Truth Bottle and Bond.
the 4 grain
4 grain, which was actually the winner
in our one blind
over an Old Fit 17.
Yep.
And I have to say, I invited the wrong person over for that because Paul should have been back-to-back champions of our belt.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, he chose yours over the Old Fit 17. So I think he needs to work on his palate. I have to get him trained up a little bit more before the next invite. And then our winner is B, and that is that
Early Times.
Early Times. There you go.
Early Times Bottle and Bond. Another time it wins. Hard to beat.
It is hard to beat, and a little foreshadowing. You just said it. For Revival, you say you tried it in Early Times.
I tried it in Early Times in the
Yeah.
80s. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Bottle and Bond. It was just a regular.
No, it's real. Yeah, but still, no, that's awesome. It's a great bottle.
So that was your order.
Luckily, I have 2 of the 3. The Hard Times.
Hard
Truth. Hard Truth. Sorry. I was combining those. The Hard Truth. I actually have the what is it? Henry S.
You have
or
the
whatever.
sips.
I had the sips
Types
one.
yeah.
The sips, yeah, and that is a double oak.
So I
really like that one.
I saw Hard Truth just released a double oak of their sweet mash rye, and I got to find that. So I like their rye a lot, so I'm sure that double oak's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's really good. But so with that being said, the theme ended up being bonded.
Bottled and bond. Yeah, all 3 were bottled and bond.
Yeah.
Correct.
Good stuff.
So I just want to go over it again for people just now joining. We have a Patreon account, and every month for paid Patreon subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway. Last month, we gave away a Jim Beam 20-year sample.
Oh, it was almost last week.
A couple of weeks ago, yeah. This month, we're going to be drawing, and we're going to be drawing a winner for a sample of a 1970 Old Fitzgerald 7-year distilled by Stitzel Weller.
Chef's kiss.
That's the juice that came out of it.
Chef's kiss. Delicious.
So
I've
just
tried
wanted to
it.
put that out there.
If I'm lucky, Todd might share it tonight. If I'm lucky.
So, and if you're just now joining, Patrick is guest hosting with me tonight because Devin is not here. He left today to head down to Kentucky.
Sorry, I'm replacing you, Devin. You'll see this tomorrow.
And tomorrow morning, my wife and I, we're leaving to head down as well. And we're going to link up with them tomorrow afternoon. And this weekend, we're going down to Jack Daniels for the World Barbecue Championship. So we're going to be out kind of filming liquor stores. And I think we're going to try to hit a distillery on the way down in Tennessee, one of the smaller distilleries. And we're going to be filming at the barbecue. So we'll be getting a lot of footage.
And if I'm lucky, Todd might bring me back a Glen. I've said that 2024 is the year of the Glens. So I've been collecting a bunch of all the travels he's done and places I've been to or distilleries I like. And unfortunately for me, Todd's got an incredible palate. So he constantly wins our bourbon challenges. But more importantly, he has pretty good taste. So usually if he says like, oh, this is a good bottle, I'm going to probably buy it or say, hey, grab me one while you can. Hi, Tim. How you doing? Booch. I love it. It's his nickname. I love it.
In one of the recent bourbon hunting videos, you picked up several high-proof pin hooks that were marked down. Yep. I have not opened them yet.
$19.99.
Yeah, they were
$20, 22 with tax.
They were $20.
I bought one.
Yeah, I got a bunch for the guys in our bourbon group.
Yep.
And I got a couple, but I haven't got around to opening them. I have like 178 open bottles. So usually when I open bottles, it's when I'm having people over. It's not like on my own.
Yeah, same here. I said, I passed kindergarten. I know how to share. So I'm all about bringing stuff to celebrate the camaraderie that we have through bourbon, including obviously, like I said, I brought this one, the Tin Cup 14 year as a fresh crack tonight for the occasion, a little palate opener.
I'll tell you what, Patrick, finish those,
Yeah.
and we'll open that pinhook.
Oh yeah.
We'll open it right here for you, Thomas.
So Thomas, my understanding of this pinhook is that it is a store pick from Castle and Key. Or I should say, no, Castle and Key juice.
It's Castle and Key distilled. It's a store pick from Party Source, but it's not like a single barrel. It's a blend. It's like a blend. They chose the ratio or something like that. So
either way, it should be fairly decent. And I think they normally went for what, like 65, 75 bucks.
They were like, I think 58 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was at least around like the 60 mark, maybe 65 with tax, and then
just grab a couple of Glens over there.
Oh, okay.
We'll open this up.
Perfect. And it ended up being on clearance for $20.
Yep.
So we're like, store pick, you can't go wrong.
So it's 119 proof. It says it was a small batch showcase, our unique blending and proofing philosophy. I don't know. So it's a blend. It's 119 proof. And it doesn't say what the blend is. But it is unfiltered.
There you go. Well, that's actually a pretty easy wax.
Compared to when you see
Devin,
Devin trying to open a Michter's.
13 hours later. Brings out the pocket knife. See, this is why I'm replacing Devin.
Because you can watch me open.
I can watch you open. I don't have to worry about someone struggling. Yeah.
All right, here we go. There you go.
Great pop. Also, that's a good amount of wax.
It is. It is pretty heavy wax.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
You would have grabbed them all. I grabbed 7 bottles.
Yeah, decent amount. So yeah, this is 2023 true small batch selected by Party Source. It's 59.5% alcohol, which comes out to 119 proof. On the bottle, they usually with Pinhook have like a particular horse or a colt.
Yeah, like that one's a colt.
So the horse name is Bourbon Resolve. Color is bay. Horse size, which I didn't know that until we met up for our last meeting, but a horse size, apparently they're measured by hands. It's a standard measurement. It's 16.2 hands. Sex is a colt, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is I want to say it's like 4 or 5 years old. I think when we looked at it, we looked it up. I think it was somewhere around there.
All I know is that for $20, that was a huge discount.
Yeah.
And I did grab several bottles. I will say when we get to 1,000 viewers and we're doing another giveaway, there will be a couple of these bottles in that giveaway, as well as a number of other things. So
I have one, and maybe I'll be looking forward to getting a second. I'll put that label up.
Yep.
Actually, I'll put it a little more this way because of that comment.
All right.
Well, cheers. Thanks for sharing.
Yep. So we'll see how this is. I've had some other pinhooks. I know Craig has brought several to our meetings, some of like the barrel strength and stuff. And they've always been pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had one before. This is the first.
This is your first pinhook?
Yeah. So far, I think the smell.
It's got a lot of ethanol.
Yeah.
You can definitely get the proof on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's nearly at 120. So yeah, it's definitely got some proof to it.
These are the kind of things where when I get that proof on a nose, I always like to come back a week later and see what it's like.
Yeah.
When it kind of opens up a little bit.
Actually, another controversial topic or statement. One of the ones I do not like, and I think it's big because every time I had it, it was a fresh crack, was Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Oh, come on.
Didn't like it. It's too much ethanol. It's all gas. Then after about 6 months of sitting, it was one of the best pours I've ever had. But a fresh crack, no. No, let it sit, let it cook, and it's good. It's good. I like it.
It's a little citrus, a little citrus.
I get a little citrus, and on the very end, I don't think it's like a little bit of a rye, but maybe like a little bit of pepper. A little pepper on the end.
Yep. And it's definitely got a little bit of pepper spiciness on the end. Citrus, kind of the mid palate.
And to give like a definition of like how much pepper, like I don't know if you've like made macaroni and cheese and like you've like crackled over some like pepper. It's like just a little kick to tell it's there. It's not overpowering, but it's a nice aftertaste finish.
Tell you what, that's a really good $20 bottle.
Oh, for sure. For sure. $60 for 20 and it's a store pick. Sign me up all day long. This is good. Especially for the price.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like I said, it's got a hint of citrus. It is a little peppery. Pretty good mouthfeel. Leave your mouth tingling. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good buy at that price.
Yeah, especially with me. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but
it's got some good oils.
It's got some good oils. Yeah, it's got some good legs. Like I hate the team, but the Yankees pinstripes. These are some good looking lines right here.
Have any of you guys ever had any pinhook? Charles wants to know what everybody's sipping on. A Basil Hayden 10-year rye.
How is that? I have a 10-year regular, and I have yet to crack it open.
I'm not a big Basil Hayden fan.
I've
had the 10-year. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I have not had the rye.
For me, I'm I really love the 10-year age statement. I'm a big fan of that. Just a decade. I think it's just usually pretty well aged. I like the oakiness of that. Sometimes they're still sweet, and you get some of that darker fruit tasting when it pulls out at that. That age time.
It's hard not to like once you hit 10 years.
Yeah,
I really think bourbon starts to get really good around 8, and then it just gets better up to about 12. I really like 12 years.
Yeah, I think the same time frame for something that's like 8.5 to like maybe 11 or 12. I think that's that sweet spot. It just depends on obviously who the producer is.
Yeah.
Depends on how they do that process.
Well, where it's aged and stuff like that.
Like another one I know you mentioned, Four Roses, but like Four Roses will have some incredible pours. I know they have a bunch of different recipes. They have 10 plus another 2 or 3 coming out with their mellow moments, but a lot of their stuff, some of it could be as young as like 8.5 to 12, 13 years. And it's a very similar profile depending on the age statement. Regardless where it's at, they know when to pull it.
Right.
And it's really good. I love what they do.
Well, Buffalo Trace, I mean, look at them. They'll take the exact same mash bill, and depending like where they stick it in which warehouse, it'll be a Stag, or it'll be just a benchmark, it'll be a Buffalo Trace, just all.
It's true.
All depending on where it's sitting in a warehouse.
Yeah, it's very true too. It's very true. They know what they're doing. They've got it down to a science.
The 10-year bourbon's a little thin. The rye's more viscous. Yeah, I've had the 10-year bourbon, and I did think it was thin. I wasn't particularly a fan of the Basil Hayden 10-year, just personally, but.
I have yet to try it. I own the bottle. I've yet to crack it. I also have like 120 bottles open. So
I have like 200 and something bottles to open with almost 200 open.
Yeah, I think in my collection, I think I'm a little over 400. I think it's like 410 or 415.
Okay.
So a little over 400, but I have like roughly 100, 120, 130 open. So I'm at that point now. I want to crack something open for you guys. Like I'm all about that camaraderie. I want to make sure we're experiencing something together.
Yeah, I don't like to crack open bottles alone.
Same.
Like I'd rather crack it open with you tonight.
It's really got to be like a special thing to do by myself.
This has got a pretty nice mouthfeel. The more you sip on it, the more it just kind of makes your mouth tingle.
I still have a little bit left of these 3, and I know I picked. For those who are just joining, the blind was Patrick Doesn't Know. And my first play, or I should say my last place was a Jack Bonded, followed by a Hard Truth 4 grain bottle and bond. Then Early Times, Bottle and Bond. So the theme was Bottle and Bond, unknowingly to me. I went Jack number 3, Hard Truth number 2, and Early Times number 1. But I have a little bit left, and I keep going back to this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This is pretty good.
As the former host would say, it's pretty good.
Former host.
Former host, pretty good.
He's going to kill you.
That's okay. That's okay. I got my Glenn's back. We're good. We're good. All I have to do is just gel my hair a little bit, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll blend right in.
So, as I said, if you're just now joining, one of the winners from our giveaway a few weeks ago never got back to me. So, in about another week or so, I'm going to start posting. We're going to give that package away to someone else on a live stream. So, just be on the lookout. I'll do like I did last time, post some shorts, maybe post a video and talk about it. But we're going to give it away to someone live this time. It'll have to be someone who's actually there watching.
Exactly. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you know all the alerts coming through. So help out Devin and Todd here. Obviously, I joke around with replacing Devin, but hey, maybe it could happen. Who knows? I feel like this stream's going pretty well. So for the record, I'll ask the public opinion for those in the chat right now. How's my performance?
Which one was this one?
How's my performance? And hopefully, I can come back for a third time. I believe I am the first person to be a repeat guest.
Yeah, yes, you are.
For good or bad, I am the first to do it. First guest on and first one to come back. So,
Friday we're going to have a video coming out. We actually had the opportunity to go to a distillery here in Ohio and kind of get behind the scenes. We got to interview the master distiller, and we got to try some samples and stuff. So that video will be coming out part 1 on Friday and a part 2 on Saturday, a special Saturday release, because we spent several hours there, and they were really welcoming and stuff. And so what we're trying to do is we're going around to some of the Ohio distilleries, and there is something called the Ohio Distillers Trail. For those of you who are in Ohio and didn't know,
or those who want to visit Ohio,
yes,
the land of Weller and many craft distilleries, which is my specialty.
Yes. So Kentucky has the Bourbon Trail, Tennessee has the Whiskey Trail, Ohio has the Distillers Trail. Mm-hmm. So we're actually in contact with more of those distilleries, and we're doing like an Ohio Distillers Trail kind of series.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I know I've been to, I think there's 5 or 6 in Columbus. I know
there's like at least 4.
I know there's at least 4. I've been to a couple of them, and one of them I was at last month for a wedding. And the way it worked out, I was able to have some like alone time or whatever, and I actually went to one of them and actually bottled my own. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, it was pretty cool. Yeah, you went to
Echo.
That's
it was
right.
Echo Distillery out in Columbus, obviously. And the cool part about it was one of the guys in our bourbon group, Paul, he actually recommended the place to me. I had a chance to sit down with the owner, and he's like, "How did you hear about us? You're here literally at the time we open at 4:00." And I was like, "Yeah, I got a couple hours of free time, and I was told to check out this place, and I was told you have an incredible double oaked, and I'm just here to see if I can get a bottle." And he was like, "Well, we got a couple others too." I'm like, "Oh, let's pour them, let's try them." And I thought the double oak was the best, and I was very fortunate. I ended up getting 2 bottles, one for myself and one for Paul of the double oaked. And unbeknownst to Paul, I actually got to bottle both of them myself. So I wrote the labels and all that stuff. And it was actually on September 13th, which was a Friday. So Freaky Friday. And so I named the bottle that. Okay. I thought it was great to name my own bottle. So it was pretty cool. It was a very fun experience.
So you guys out there watching, what are some of the new bourbons you've tried? There's been a ton of new releases lately.
Oh, so many releases.
So I want to know what you guys have had that you really like. We recently just tried a couple. We did a review. It'll be coming out on the Angel's Envy Triple Oak.
Yep.
And we did the Russell's 15. We opened it. It was absolutely amazing. That's just can't even say enough about that.
I'm so lucky. I'm next to the guy that was able to get it. Or at least somebody else in our group that had it. Was it your bottle? Or
that's my bottle.
Oh, even better. So here's the guy. So very lucky to be sitting next to this guy to try it. And then I'm trying to think. I know I got a bottle of the Angel's Envy Triple Oak. Haven't cracked it yet.
Yeah, Devin and I actually did a review. We filmed a review on it Sunday.
Okay.
So
all right. So that's good. I know that was a somewhat sought after bottle for the releases in Ohio. I want to say, I'm trying to think. I know Heaven Hill came out with the 3 grain glass.
Yeah, I have not tried any of those yet.
I have 2 of the 3. I've been very fortunate. I got the high proof rye. I think it was like 121 proof, and then the other one, which was 107, which is a weeder. So I got those 2, and they're all roughly 100 to 105 bucks. I think at the distillery.
David said he got the Maker Mark Heart Release, and it's good. I haven't tried that either.
No, yeah, you did.
I haven't tried the Heart Release.
Yeah, you did.
When?
We tried the 2023 and the 2024.
No, that's cellar aged.
Oh, that's right. That was
a cellar.
I apologize. That was a cellar age. Yes.
Yeah, we haven't tried the Heart. I haven't tried the Heart Release. I don't think you have. But
I have it, but I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, you haven't opened it yet?
I was going to wait for potentially one of our meetings, but so David, excellent. You see you tried it already, so that's good. I had Paul, as I mentioned a couple times in the stream. Paul told me when I was on a bachelor party in Louisville to go down to Maker's Mark because I'm an ambassador to get the ambassador release specifically for I think it was the first time collaboration or whatever with ambassadors to do their own pick. So I have the first release of that. Very tasty. I don't know. Have you tried that one yet?
No. I'm not a huge Maker's fan. So.
Okay. Well, either way, you're going to try it. It's delicious.
Hey, Bill, did you open the Angel's Envy yet? The Triple Oak? I say you said you got it. Did you try it?
I saw David also got the
weeded. The weeded, and he hasn't opened that yet, though.
Yep.
Shane you have 5 of the Heart Release, and you haven't cracked one yet. You need to open one of them.
That many backups?
Yeah, right.
We need to get you on the channel so I can, like I said, replace Devin and have you try it with us. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, though, so when I went down to Makers, I got the 2024 Heart Release. I got a signed bottle by the grandson. I believe it's Rob, if I'm not mistaken. So Rob signed a bottle, as well as
he says a typo. He didn't have 5.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
that's a whole lot of backups for something you haven't tried yet.
I was gonna say, yeah, get a bottle over here quickly. But yeah, so anyway, I got 3 bottles. The Makers signed bottle by, I believe, the grandson, the Heart Release, and I got the ambassador one. All 3 of those I got in affiliation with while dunking myself. So one of those I actually got a Dunkaroo, and I was pretty pumped about that.
Bill said he's going to open the Angel's Envy cast strength with some friends this weekend. That's the best time to open it.
Absolutely.
Open a bottle through friends.
Yes, exactly. I know. It's one of the things.
That's what I try to host a party like once a month or once every couple of months, because when I get these new bottles, I don't want to open them by myself. So I like to host a party and have some people over just so I can open these bottles.
But not only that though, too, it's also because we're part of a unique group. We try to get together once a month. There's a WWE or WWF, style championship belt that's over here on the wall. Yeah, whatever
AEW style.
Yeah, whatever it is. I'm not into wrestling, but either way, there's championship belt that gets passed out, and it's really cool. But more importantly, we start out with usually the host or someone will recommend a theme, but more importantly, they'll open up with like a couple warm-ups. Then we'll go into our entire blind of that theme, and then afterwards it's just complete chaos. It's just everybody bringing out the bottles they got that month or within the quarter, and they haven't been able to make it to a meeting or two, so they just want to try to like showcase what they got and share it. It's awesome.
Check out Charles' comment. You'll appreciate that.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Grain glass spread. Holding on to those for poker night. My man. My man. The reason why we're actually doing this stream tonight instead of tomorrow is because I do a family poker night every Thursday. So we get together every Thursday with my family. It's incredible. We usually do a couple different pours to celebrate, just us getting together and being family. But actually, breaking news.
Okay, what's that?
Breaking news. So last week we had a pour of a store pick of Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor, single barrel. We had a Stag Junior. We had a Blanton's. I'm trying to think what we had. This was something else Buffalo Trace. I can't think of. Anyways, an entire vertical of Buffalo Trace. But the reason why we did it was because my cousin is now expecting.
Oh,
So
congratulations to your cousin.
exactly, yeah. So my cousin Andrew, he's now expecting. Luckily, the news has been spread out for the last week and a half, so I can kind of comfortably say that.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we had our first pour was actually at Blanton's. It's one of the intros for him for whiskey and for bourbon. So had a very celebratory time trying the flight of pretty much what you guys did on your blind a couple days ago.
Okay.
So it was pretty
The
awesome.
Buffalo Trace blind.
Buffalo Trace blind, yeah. So if you haven't seen it, check out that video. Not to give any spoilers, but
Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you
Yeah.
haven't already, and help us out here. And
yeah,
YouTube likes it when they see likes on videos.
they
so.
do. And on top of that, the views. And one of the important things, like I was just kind of getting into, was Devin and Todd usually have a very similar palette. And
Yeah.
not to do any spoilers, but very different on the rankings for that video.
It was a little
Yeah.
surprised. I was also surprised trying to, like, at the end when we were done, we tried to say, well, we think this is this, and normally we do a lot better. That one really
Yeah.
threw us off.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't know. That was
some really
a
good
little strange
content.
video.
Really good content.
So let's go over again for everybody here. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Pretty close. We're about close to 700.
Those 700.
So when we get within about 100, we're going to start announcing giveaways. What we're going to do for 1,000 subscribers. Also, we have our 500, but we haven't hit the 3,000 watch hours yet. But we are at 2,800.
Very close.
So we're about 200 away, or 2,850. So we're about 150 hours away. We'll get that in another week or so we can do super chats and live streams. And we do have the Patreon, and we'll be giving away monthly Patreon giveaways to paid subscribers.
And
Patreon.
last but not least,
And we have
merch.
merchandise, yeah.
and merch. So support the channel if you can.
And
every little bit helps.
if you see me out, and I'm going to be out this weekend, and I think some of you guys, Bill, aren't you in Kentucky? But if you guys see me out,
Yeah, where are you
come
going
up
to
to
be? Where are you gonna be this weekend? For those who haven't seen it
so
yet.
we haven't made our decision on exactly where we're driving through tomorrow. I don't know if we're going through Louisville or Lawrenceburg yet, but we're going to be in Bardstown for sure. And then we're going to be in Lynchburg. We'll get down to Lynchburg Friday. So we're going to be driving through Southern Kentucky and Tennessee on Friday, and we're staying down in Lynchburg for the weekend for the Jack Daniels barbecue. So we're going to at least be in the Bardstown area. Yep. So he's in Kentucky. So we're going to be driving through tomorrow. My wife and I, and we will be down in Bardstown tomorrow night, and then we're going to be driving down to Lynchburg, and then we'll be coming back up on Sunday. So if you see me out, come up to me, because we're going to be doing hunting along the way, and you get to pull a sample. Come up and say the best bourbon or whiskey, and you'll get to pull a sample from the box.
Not only the best bourbon and whiskey, but as you can kind of see behind us, he's got a very, very extensive collection of some great stuff. So yeah, highly recommend if you have a chance to see him out in the crowd, go say hi. You'll definitely get a very good sample you won't be disappointed in.
Yeah, everything in that box is an excellent sample.
And if you're lucky, maybe he'll film you.
I'll definitely. If somebody's getting a sample, they got to be on camera.
Yeah, they got to be on camera. And don't deter that. It's exciting, and it's a pretty cool experience. So I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah. Why don't you grab a couple more Glens?
A couple more Glens.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be doing dishes after this live stream.
There you go. Do I need more or just one?
No, just one each be good.
All right.
Why don't you pick a bottle?
Pick a bottle.
Pick a bottle.
Jeez. Should I get from Renee's section?
You can get anything you want.
Let's see.
What's 6 out of 10, Baba Yaga?
You should have told me before this.
Well,
I know. So one of the groups that we're in, we're doing MGPs. Right?
I don't have a lot of yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I'm looking at.
I have the Sagamore.
Yeah, Sagamore. It's a delicious one. Let's see here. I was gonna say, is it this one, Private Select?
Private Select or single barrels. The Sagamore.
Yeah, this one. We'll go with that.
Oh, you just joined. Okay. So I told Patrick to grab a bottle, and we'd have a final pour, and he grabbed a Sagamore Spirits barrel pick. This was picked by the Whiskey Thieves. So Sagamore Spirits, like some of the other distilleries, have their own kind of special group, like the Ambassadors or whatever, or Mellow Moments. They have the Whiskey Thieves for Sagamore. And every year they get together, and like in Mellow Moments picks for the Four Roses, the Whiskey Thieves pick a barrel that's like a special release that they picked from Sagamore. So this was last year's pick from the Whiskey Thieves, and it was actually gifted to me by a friend who lives over by Sagamore. And I was actually talking to him this week, and he told me that
Thank you.
Sagamore is releasing a maple. So
I'm gonna need that.
And the 9-year, which I had a sample of, which is fantastic. You're 21 away from 4,000. That's an amazing number. I would love to have. You were just trying to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
But so the 9-year, I had a sample of. It's fantastic. He told me they're releasing the maple, and he's going to try to get me both of those. So I'm really looking forward to, hopefully, fingers crossed, State Distillery has them. He's going to go check out.
Fingers crossed, you can maybe get a second maple. Big fan of maple finish. I'm part Canadian, so it's be like the maple syrup
that's what it is.
Runs in my veins. I love it.
But yeah, so I'm a huge Sagamore fan.
Oh yeah.
To begin with, so the 9-year was great, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting the maple finished. And Renee loves maple finish. So.
Oh yeah. Renee is really big into that. Actually, I think I messaged her a couple days ago over at Costco. They had a.
Oh, Cass said he was talking about 3,000 hours. Okay. Yeah, we're about 150 away. We'll get that in like a week, 2 at the most. I know we average about 70 watch hours a day. So
it's pretty good. It's awesome. Especially
well, the days we drop videos.
Only for me out 6 months. Or
not even that, 4 months.
Oh, yeah, even better.
But congrats on getting your 3,000.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment.
I know you already got your 1,000 subs, so
that's awesome.
But you got to get to, I think it's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours to get fully monetized. So
see, I'm not sure on the YouTube math. I didn't pay that budget yet.
But you guys, if you're out there and you haven't, go watch Cats 529. Brian and Sean are great people. They do some really good, nice videos. They do a lot of blinds and stuff like that. So they do a live show where they do trivia. They go like a Wednesday trivia. They go and they do a live stream, and you can go and they have it set up so they ask questions. You can go pick the answers, and the winner gets some prizes.
So as far as I know, Cast 529, I'm a big trivia guy. So I might be seeking you out. I know Todd's talked about you in the past. So yeah, I think I might be.
Yeah, you should be a new member.
You should go. It might be a new
go
follower.
Subscribe and check them out. Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm glad I picked a good one from your collection.
It is minty and oaky.
Yep, you get a little mint.
You get some of those baking spices like that nutmeg, like coriander type stuff. Bit of
very subtle cinnamon, not heavy.
I lost connection to my camera.
Oh, son of a gun. Can you guys still hear us though? Your computer almost died.
Oh, that's why.
Where's the cord?
Right here.
Is that the charger?
No. I don't know why the camera died.
Oh. Can you guys still hear us? Oh, well, that's good. You can at least still hear us. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Yeah, my webcam just decided to die on me.
Probably because of my ugly mug. Let's be honest. It's probably because of this face. I've always been told I have a face for radio.
We can do this and see what happens.
Yeah, bear with us while we try to troubleshoot for the time being.
My laptop is almost dead, so that might be the problem.
Where's your charger for? Is it upstairs? I can run and grab it.
You know what? It's already past 7. You know what, guys? We're going to go ahead and sign off. We've already went for the hour. So tomorrow I leave out for Kentucky anyway. I need to get ready, get packed and everything. But thank you everybody who's joined.
Yes, thank you.
And watch for our future live streams and our future videos coming out. We have one Friday and a special release Saturday. And just thanks everybody for all the support you've given us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again, Todd, for having me on. Sorry, Devin, you weren't able to make it, but it's okay. Hopefully I did well for you and could be a future way to replace you. No big deal. No big deal. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And congrats on your success on 500 subs, and getting to 700 and plus.
Thanks, everybody.